Hey guys, Kev here, and I have an unboxing to do for you, a very cool one, and then I also have some just random topics real quick. So first up, I'm a trader. So today, I tried carrying my phone in my left front pocket, which I never do. I always carry it in my right, and like my dominant phone hand, whatever that is my right hand. So it makes sense, right? Even though I'm left-handed, I hold my phone with my right because then I'm going to type and shit with my left, I guess. But you usually end up doing this. I don't know. So I tried it, right? Because I really wanted to carry my new custom Gavco Nurse in the front pocket. And I just can't carry it in my left because after the burger incident of 2021, I just can't do it. So I gave it a shot, and it really wasn't that bad. I went to lunch today. I met up with Joe. He is a local dude, awesome guy. He loaned me a couple knives. A couple weeks ago, I did reviews on the Norseman, the Techno 2, and the Terrain 365 Mako. And we swapped back. I gave him a couple knives to sharpen, which I appreciate. And he loaned me a couple more knives, and we were just hanging out. We had cheesesteaks. We had knives on the table. Man, it was fucking awesome. Seriously. That reminds me, we are going to set up a kind of tri-state meetup. So I live in Pennsylvania. The Knife Dude, Corey, Stafford EDC, Simplify EDC guys. There's a lot of guys in this area. Backpack B. Kind of like southeastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and sort of like southern New York, maybe. And we're going to try to find a park, meet up, just have a day where we hang out at a park under an awning thing, and maybe get a food truck, and we'll all bring knives, and we'll hang out. So we're planning that. Right now, the tentative date is looking like November 6th, a Saturday, maybe October 30th, which is a Saturday, but Halloween, I don't know, we'll see. But if you're in the area here and you're interested, definitely let me know. I'm going to start a spreadsheet so I can put everybody down. We can figure out how many people roughly. Then we can get a food truck. I think it'd be cool. So there's that. There's my trader thing that I carried in the right front pocket. Guys, look at this thing. It's just gorgeous. This has been the knife I carry every day right now. It's just such a cool knife. But it's small, right? It's a 3-inch knife. So Gavco actually posted a new knife, a one-off knife that's similar, but it's 3 1/4 inches, a little bit longer, has a kind of like a harpoony thing and a compound grind, but it's a liner lock with the choil. So I jumped on it. So I bought that. I got that on the way. Got another Gavco coming, baby. So that was exciting. All right, let me shut up. So next up, I got my Tomahawk. This is a Pearson Custom Knives Tomahawk. I loaned this to my buddy Joe because he thought maybe his kid would have fun with it, and he did. He went at some trees, had a blast. It's 01 tool steel, has an awesome choil right here, has a spike on the back, my Carta handle, awesome lanyard, this cool bead that matches my colors. Ryan did a fantastic job on this Tomahawk, and I am going to be sending this off to Scab over at Choir Boys Cutlery. So keep an eye out on Choir Boys Cutlery. He's going to put the Ryan Pearson custom Tomahawk to the test, and we're going to see how it holds up. I am very excited about that for a couple reasons. One, I just think it's cool to see tests on knives and stuff. I don't usually do that unless somebody tries to tell me you can't baton with a riffle. But I like to watch that stuff, and I really like Choir Boys Cutlery. Go check out Scab over there and Megatron. Awesome, awesome people, awesome channel, all about the community, and just doing cool stuff. So I'm going to send this off, and they're going to check that out. Then I have these cool Apple Watch bands. So my buddy, he's another local guy actually. His name's Chris. He's a chef, really cool guy. He actually sent me a few different watch bands off of Amazon, I think. Just like sent them to me for free to try. So thank you, Chris. I really appreciate the gift and just the kindness of doing that. He just thought maybe I'd like them. So genuinely appreciate that, dude. This is one of them. It's like this cloth type band, elastic. You can kind of adjust the size. I really like this one. It's been my favorite because it just pops on real easy. It's very comfortable because of the cloth, and it stays there. You know, I don't have any problems with it shifting and all that stuff. So this is my favorite, and I like the gray. But it does come in a couple colors. There's another one in black and another one in blue. And then he also sent me this other band, which is not in there. There it is. He sent me this other one, which is, this is it right here. It's a metal band, stainless steel, and then it has a magnet clasp. So you literally just like pull it to this where you want it, and then bang, it just magnetizes. And I liked it at first. I love the feel of it, all of that. But the magnet's just not strong enough. Like, it feels strong. And I took the little plastic thing off, so that's not why. But throughout the day, it would slowly just start to come looser. And I'd have the watch starting to shift. And I just don't like that. It's a personal thing. So if I found one like this that stayed in place, I would really love it because it's easy with the magnet. But anyway, I just want to say thank you to Chris for that. All right, one more thing. Sorry. I have an envelope here. This is skiff bearings. So there's a guy who lives in Australia, and he couldn't order skiff bearings because they won't ship to Australia right now. And essentially, he wanted me to take care of it for him. So I'm going to try to ship these off to him. So I just have a few skiffs. I just want to see what he got, and then we can get into the Roosevelt, finally. Looks like he got some multi-rows. They look like the ones that go into the Evo. He got some 1/4 inchers. And that's about it. So just some skiffs right here. I'll be sending these off to my buddy in Australia. All right. Whew. If you're still here, this package is from one of my best buddies in the community, one of my best buddies in general, Jake over at Bearded Gear. Hopefully you know about Bearded Gear. If you don't, go check it out. I was listening to his podcast the other day, and he was talking about merch, and he's kind of like me, where he doesn't like to do all the promoting, like subscribe, like, do this, right? It just feels weird to us to do that. But when it comes to like a cool design, like the D10 Diva stuff or whatever, I was wearing it earlier, coasters, I go all in with that shit. But I usually buy them, and then I just try to like make my money back. I'm not in it for profit or anything. And for him, he feels like it needs to be worth his time, which I totally get. So anyway, he has a new shirt design. It's really cool. I just ordered one. It says holes over. It's basically the word holds over the word studs. Very simple, but really cool looking and cool colors. Go check out his Teespring. It should be linked to his YouTube channel or any video. I'll try to link it below. Go show him some love. Pick up a shirt. Bearded Gear merch. Come on, man. Who doesn't want that shit? He also has Hanks coming out. I don't know when that'll be compared to when I'm doing this. So, anyway, that's the Gavco Nurse unboxing the Oz Machine Company Roosevelt. Let's get into this. I've been bugging Jake about this for months, and he literally took this long to do the review. So it wasn't like he was holding out on me. I think he just didn't want to give this knife up because he loves it so much. So you get an Oz Machine Company box. This is very much like Grimsmo, like Medford. Really cool, like waterproof box. I love that presentation. This is one of the ones that came in not the last run, the run before, where he did 100. You got like very few choices. You paid $500, and maybe you could add a couple things. So we have the knife. Let me just pull that aside. You have a COA. Oz Machine Company, Roosevelt, number 209. That's pretty cool. Date 6/16/21. 61 HRC on Zfinite blade, golf putter milling, all-tie construction, and then it's signed by the guy behind Oz Machine Company. I don't know his name. You can pause and read all the good stuff right there. Then you have a sticker of the Roosevelt, if I could get it out. Seriously. Man, I just don't have nails, guys. Here you go. Sticker of the knife. All right. Put that all back in. Man, it's small. Okay. So here it is. Shiggity check it. Now, one of the reasons I really want to check this knife out is I'm left-handed, and I really want to know if it's worth me going after this knife. I think it's a sexy design. I've always thought it was cool since the first time I saw it. And the first time I saw it was on Eugene Kwan's channel. He had like a green one. I mean, it was sexy. That was one of the first ones, I think. And right now I can tell you the pivot is loose. So like I'm spinning the pivot right now on both sides. So it is a free spinning pivot. That's interesting. I don't know. I can't tell you if it's a problem right now, but that kind of is not cool that it spins just loose like that. But it is dead centered. We're dead nuts on the centering right there. Has that cool golf putter milling, and you have the clip. There's a little bit of movement in that clip. It's not really wiggling, but you know, I can move it a little bit back and forth. So there's that. You have that golf putter milling. You see the pivot screw sits a little bit proud of the scale. Personal preference there. Doesn't bother me. Screws, hardware looks good. It's all black anodized or coated or whatever. And then you have the plain titanium. Yeah, number 209. And let's give this guy a flick. I'll do it right-handed first. So you can fail it, but okay, got it. Oh, okay. So it's very light. I should have said that right off the bat, man. This thing is super lightweight. Ergonomically, yeah. This is fantastic ergonomically right here. My thumb lands like right up here. There is jimping, but I'm past it. And that jimping feels really good. It's interesting jimping. Spread out, not rough, but not too smooth. Yeah, man. You can get a good grip like that. Let's try holding it down here. I don't know who would do this, but it does kind of work. A little too small. Large glove size hand. I like the stonewash finish on this. I've seen some of the newer ones are like acid etch, like dark stonewash. I'm not a fan of that style. Let me check for play because of that spinning pivot. Nothing. So it doesn't spin while it's open. But let's check the action. Oh yeah, very smooth. And now it spins again. Very strange, but doesn't cause any issues. Let's try a lefty flick. It worked. It flicked. I wasn't even on the clip. Hang on, I'm excited now. So I think I'm putting a little bit of pressure on the detent. Right, that's right-handed with no pressure on the lock bar. Yeah, I'm putting pressure on there, so it's like kind of making it a super strong detent. Yeah, that's almost scary how hard it's banging out. Almost to the point where I don't want to keep doing it. So I'm going to try to climb onto the clip. Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't work too well left-handed. You know, if I try to hold off, it's just, I don't know if you can hear that. It's just obnoxiously strong detent. And it feels like I'm going to mess the knife up. And I don't know if I could. Probably not, but I don't know. I'm just going to shut up. I don't think you can mess the knife up by flicking it. Man, that's impressive. Yeah, so what I would love is if he made like a carbon fiber version with a bolster lock. So if he just hid the bolster like right to here, right? Because my natural position is pretty low. I'm all the way down here on the lock bar. So I would be able to use a bolster lock that cut it off like right here. That would be perfect for lefties. So you wouldn't have to go full lefty to have it work for us, you know? You can also just kind of tuck your thumb down here, like just tuck it as low as you can, and then it bangs out normally. So it does work pretty well lefty. A knife I've seen it compared to a lot is the Field Duty EDC. So let's take a look. This is a left-hand version, so it's going to be a little weird. So there you go. I mean, the Field Duty has a bit of room on it, but if you're looking at cutting edge, they're going to be about identical. Because the Field Duty has a huge choil, which is one thing I really love about this knife. Which knife is more comfortable? Let's see. Man, this knife is so comfortable. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're equal, man. I think they're just as comfortable. Maybe a slight hair to this because it's the right way, you know, it's left-handed. So if I didn't have the clip like in my hand right here, it would probably be the same. So, man, yeah, I really like the hole design on this. Just a simple hole. It really is designed to catch your finger in the right spot. It doesn't drag your finger all the way up to the top, and then you're like, I can't get it. It keeps you down there. Bang. Wow, it does work left-handed, guys. Yeah, but you got to work at it a little bit. I'm surprised at how small this knife is. I thought it was going to be a bigger knife. This is like, what, a 3-inch blade? Let's see. This is a slayback 3-inch knife. Yeah, holy cow. So you're only getting 3 inches, 3 1/4 maybe. Maybe it's 3 1/4. I don't know. I think a 3.5-inch version of the Roosevelt would be freaking unbelievable. You would get more drop shut, right? Just naturally. And then you would get more grip length for a lot of people. The acoustics on this thing, listen to this. Damn, it's impressive. So I do plan to take this knife apart. Jake gave me the go-ahead because I was going to go ahead and put in some Delrin bearings for him. That is what Oz Machine Company uses now. I want to see what's in here. I think he told me it was steel, but I want to be certain. Yeah, they look like steel bearings in there. So it's what a lot of U.S. makers use, like Gavco uses them. It's steel cage, steel bearings. I'll swap them out with ceramic bearings in the Delrin cage. Yeah, so the detent, let's talk detent. It's a crisp detent. It's very, I mean, this thing is perfectly dialed in terms of detent, I'd have to say. Let's try a thumb flick. Yeah, let's try a lefty thumb flick. Yeah, so it's not the detent, it's the hole, right? You have to get it at the right angle to have it appropriately shoot out. And man, it works with the reverse flick. Man, these scales are so thin. Just look at that. Here's the F5 Sega whatever version. I mean, look how much thicker those scales are. Just stupid. How thin these are. How lightweight this is. This is a knife you have to have in your collection. I gotta get one now. This is a version I would probably get. A very simple version with, I would love a satin, but a stonewash works. So thanks, Jake. I'll keep it. I'm just kidding. Yeah. All right. At the risk of just rambling and bambling, I think I'm going to call it there. We can look at the blade real quick. Nice drop point. Reminds me of the Drift. A lot of people compare it to the Quiet Carry Drift, especially the one with the hole. They do have remarkably similar aesthetics if you look at them, but they're also different. The hole makes a big difference, obviously. Both are rust-proof steels, or rust-proof in general, I guess. Really cool jimping right here. I don't think it's meant to be front flipped. Oh. No, you can't front with it. But you can do that. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, Z-Finite blade. But yeah, I'll be taking this apart, and I'll do a disassembly video for you guys, and we can check it out together. Hopefully, all goes well with that spinning pivot situation. But if you look at the tooling, it's absolutely fantastic tooling. So I have no doubt it will hold up to my nonsense. And we can look at the cool detent system in there, because he uses 2 detents, I think, or two detent balls, something like that. So yeah, big shout out to Jake over at Bearded Gear for loaning this in. Thank you, dude. It means a lot. I know this is one of your prized possessions at this point. I'll take good care of it for you, man. I'm very excited to get this in pocket now, actually. And yeah, so I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day. I love you all, and I will catch you later.